Okay, so good morning. How are y'all?
Good.
Doing good? All right, so my name's Miss Misty. I teach information technology at the high school. Have you guys heard about any other programs this week? What have y'all heard about?
Something, and then something.
Criminal justice, automotive, the agriculture. Okay, so quite a few. We have quite a few at the high school. There's almost something for everybody, okay? But today I'm going to talk to you about information technology. So in any CTE course, you more than likely have 3 to 4 levels, okay? So that's going to be your freshman to senior year. So for my first level course, it's called Computer Science Foundations, okay? Has anybody ever heard of a Raspberry Pi? Coded with a Raspberry Pi? No? Okay, what about Python? Some? Okay, so the Raspberry Pi looks like this. It fits in your hand. It's really little. It's a tiny, tiny computer. Okay, and it uses Python to code various different projects or anything you want it to do, basically. So that's what the first level is. You learn all about the Raspberry Pi, and we complete a project that helps solve a problem. Okay, so let's say you have a plant, and maybe your plant needs to be watered every 3 days, but you can't really remember that. So you could code in Python to set that Raspberry Pi to control a mister that goes off every 3 days. Okay? That's kind of how it works, just to solve real world problems. Okay? So that's the first level. And here's different projects that we've done. So we do LED circuits right here. This is a game they created that, see, it tests who touches the button the fastest. And then we also have another LED circuit right here that lights up a little ghost. Okay, so sometimes it's really simple stuff. All right, but our second level is Web Design Foundations. Has anybody ever coded with like HTML, CSS? Coach Lewis has. So if you ever get on a website or anything on the internet, more than likely you're looking at some HTML and CSS. Okay? So in the second level, you work in groups. We do a lot of like pair programming. Everybody works together. It's very collaborative. And they create a website for a real world client. You can do a business that you know, maybe you do a sports team, maybe you do a school club, but you create a website for them, okay? All right. Then in our third level, it's called website development. It's the same thing. We work in teams again, and they create another website using HTML, CSS, but this time they also use PHP, which it's a program that helps you develop different database stuff. Okay, so that's a lot. That's really high end. You don't even know all the details yet, but that's what they do in that course. All right, so we also do some fun projects throughout the year. I have a 3D printer in my classroom. Has anybody ever 3D printed anything?
My dad knows.
Your dad? Okay, so some familiarity. We also do a lot of Dash and Dot Robot stuff, which I brought today. And we go on fun field trips. Okay, this was a field trip to Selmer, Tennessee, and you see this big white truck in the back? Kind of looks like a garbage truck. Well, it was a fully automated truck that drove from one factory to another. Okay, so that means, have y'all heard of like a Tesla?
Yeah.
It was basically like a giant Tesla. There was nobody in it. All it did was drive the path and drive back. Okay? So does anybody have any questions? None? We're good? What's up? We did not create these. We bought these. They come pre-assembled, pre-made. We just hook them up. They hook up with Bluetooth. The brand is Wonder. I think it's Dash and Dot. They're probably like $90. Not too bad.
So that was like 180.
Probably. What's up? What's the coolest project we've worked on? Well, we haven't actually started our projects for the end of the year yet. Some of my kids have, but it's just the website stuff, and they've made some for one of our criminal justice teachers. They've made one for like a fundraiser. They do all kinds of stuff like that. Who else? Who else had a question? What's up? The big white truck? No, I honestly don't know what company it was from. We just went and visited it, and they had other different robots and automation stuff in that factory. That's what we went and saw. All right, anything else? What's up? You will talk to Miss Darlingoff. If you do want to sign up for any of your classes, you will talk to your counselor, either Miss Goff or the ones at the high school for when you want to pick your program of study. Okay? Good? All right, so let me have like 6 or 7 of you